Hi, I'm Anna Nikhom, and today I'm going to be talking about a couple rose quartz Gua Sha tools. I got some recently just before the holidays to start trying out, and so far I've been loving it. I also tried out a couple different shapes because I'm getting them for my friends and I'm picking the best shape for myself, and so I thought I'd talk about that with you guys. I'm going to be talking about where I got them from because they came from a couple different sources, how much I paid, what my initial thoughts are about them since it's only been a few weeks, how I clean them, and that's it. All right, so let's get into it. I got a couple different ones from two brands. One is Skin Gym, and I actually ordered this off of the Urban Outfitters website. And then the other brand is Herbivore. Of course, what you get will be different. There's going to be some variations in the tools just because these are natural stone. You can already see that there's different colors, different gradations in here. But this will give you at least a sense of what you might expect. So first, I said that I got them off of Urban Outfitters and then directly from the Herbivore website. This actually retails for about $32. And it was on sale for about 20 or 30% off. After all of the taxes and the sale price, there was no shipping for this one because I met the minimum threshold to get free shipping. Overall, this was about $28. The reason why I got this set is because I happened to be reading an article in the website mindbodygreen, and they mentioned this brand. And so when I went to their website, I liked that this came in as a set. And it actually, if you break it down from shipping, because there was no minimum threshold that I could get free shipping for, New York taxes, and buying it at regular price, no discount, there's no coupon or anything, it works out to be $19 per tool. You can already see that there's a difference in size and in packaging. My Skin Gym tool, you can buy this directly off of the Skin Gym website, and there's a lot more variation in tools. There's more limited options in that's my knee. There's more limited options on the Urban Outfitters website. I was really all about that 30% off, so here we go. And so it came in this nice little plastic packaging, and on the back it actually has the instructions. So I do like that it's plastic because then if I travel and I throw it in my toiletry bag, then it's gonna not get wet, or it kind of just protects it from moisture. However, of all the videos that I've been watching around Gua Sha tools, or especially those made out of jade, they talk about, or traditionally you store these in like a silk lined box. Or what I was doing is just after I would use this and wash it, I'd wrap it in just a regular tissue paper and put it in here. So as far as the Herbivore brand, you can see that of these two, there's no sort of brand on there, unlike the Skin Gym. And this one's a little bit smaller. So we've got here, it's just about like 3.5, whereas this one is about 4 inches. And then these grooves seem to be a little bit deeper than these. These are a little bit more shallow. And, at first glance, mentally, I'm just like, meh. I like how it feels on my skin. If I were to just rub it on my skin, I feel like it would have these nice little grooves. When you actually use it, it sort of feels the same. I can't really tell the difference. I don't know if some of you out there might have more sensitive skin than me, but it still feels nice. And if you don't have the two to compare, then really, what does it matter? This also feels like a straighter edge than this one. And I actually really like that this has this sort of bowing, and I like that it's bigger because I'll show you later when I demo it on my legs or my arms. I like the curved part and the way it feels on my legs. That's a comparison of these two similar styles. Whereas for this one, so it's got this nice bowing here as well. And and then it's a little bit flatter here, and then there's a little bit of an indentation here. This part is really nice. I actually like the way that it feels. And I use this for both my face and my body. And what I might end up doing, perhaps saving one for my face and one for my body. I wash these with soap and water, but it might not make a difference. So I'll talk about that more during the maintenance part. I think that I might keep these separate is my point right now. All right, so I really like the way that these like grooves feel on my skin. This is the bag that came with the two that came in a set. And you can see that it has this like really pretty fabric. It is like a really nice, at least like sateen. So there's no sort of like label in here. It's like a really nice kind of soft fabric. This is that nice soft like velvety, or it is velvet. So whatever that material it is, it's soft. And so again, these are the two. This is centimeters and this is in inches. So you can kind of see the difference depending on what your system is. Now I'm going to do a demo. Okay, that out of the way. If I'm just going to give myself a massage, I like to use this part to kind of dig in there. And then this part is really nice on my legs and on my arms to kind of go like flat if I just want to be moving it. And I like to move it only in one direction. For some reason, if I go back and forth, it doesn't feel as nice. But you know, try it out, see what you like. So I like to do that on my arm, and then here's my random leg. And so I love having it on like on my calf there. And then it also feels really nice on the shin. So you just do what you like doing for yourself. So that's sort of a demo for my body. Now I'm gonna demo it on my face. So the first one that I'm gonna demo is the Skin Gym one, and this is the bigger one. It's about 4.5 inches, and you know, I was talking about how I liked this section right here. You know, first you would wash your face and, you know, obviously get rid of all your makeup and whatever, and then you can put on your face moisturizer or oil. I have combination skin. It's obviously I break out like kind of around here and like here, and these tools are actually supposed to be really good for acne, so I'm hoping that that's true. So first, I like to use an oil instead of just like a regular moisturizer that's a little bit more lightweight, just because I feel like it gives a nice little, helps the tool sort of glide across my skin easier. And so these tools are just supposed to help whatever products kind of settle into your skin really nicely. Okay, so I've put on the moisturizer, the face serum or oil. So I'm in between a couple different ones right now. This is the Aesop, and it's the Fabulous Face Oil. So it has juniper berry, lang lang, and jasmine petal. It doesn't smell like jasmine. I kind of got it because I love things jasmine, but a lot of things that I've tried to buy don't smell like it. But it still smells really nice. It's very much like aromatherapy, but it's really expensive. So it's about $60 for this sized bottle. And so I use it infrequently. A friend of mine also, another thing that I use, she got me this argan oil when she went to Turkey a couple years ago. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to still be using it. I don't know what the shelf life is for oils are, but I still use it. So I'll try this as well. Now, so obviously when I do this at night, right before I go to bed, and I obviously don't sleep with jewelry on. And so just let's pretend this isn't here. And the way that we start is everything's always going to go in an upward motion. So first, I'm going to start, usually I start with this side, and I just take the side that has this sort of like more curved edge, and I just move it up in one direction on one side of my throat. I do that for about 5 to 10 times, and then I switch. And because I'm trying to be a little bit more ambidextrous, I switch hands as well. And so again, I'll just repeat that motion of kind of going into rubbing your skin. Then I'm going to take this part right here and have that kind of like sit in my jawline a little bit. I'm going to use my opposite hand to kind of hold down this part, the side that's opposite to where I'm going to be sort of scraping or like pulling, and then I'll just sort of let this go in here and then bring it out. And then when I reach my hairline or my scalp, I'm just going to like wiggle it a little bit. And then I do that again about 5 to 10 times. Then I'm gonna move up to my cheek. And so I like all of the different edges here because it sort of like neatly fits into the different crevices of your face. So now I'm going to kind of flip it over so that the like more narrow side is higher, and then just kind of like drag it up across, and then again wiggle when I get here. And again, I'm gonna do that about 5 to 10 times, however I'm feeling. And throughout this process, I try to really focus on this. It's one of the few activities where I can really be mindful and not let all of my thoughts go all over the place and kind of control what's happening. So I use it as a really nice ritual every night to sort of bring it back. All right, so then once I've done it this way, I'm gonna actually just go in and like, again, hold up the opposite side and use this across the bottom of my chin. And again, also go and wiggle, go and wiggle. Okay, then I'm gonna just repeat that on the other side of my face here, again, wiggling. And then I'm gonna go, and this part always like gets me a little tripped up because like I'll first come at it like this, but then these parts sort of like poke me in the eye. So then I have to remember to like flip it over so that this curved edge is right here. And then I'm still new to this, so I'm just gonna go and take this up and then to the hairline. Okay, do that 5 times. And then I'm gonna bring it up to my forehead. And again, I'm using this side of it, this side right here. I'm bringing it over, again, 5 times, and do the other side. Take it over to the brow 5 times. And then this is my favorite part, especially if you've kept this in the fridge. It'll be nice and cool. I also use it to depuff, and I'll take it under my eyes. And that's how I do it on my face. Oh, this is the other shape. This is the shape that Asia Dang uses. And so it fits in really nicely with my jawline. So I like that. And then she uses the sides to kind of like do the same action there. So you can do it that way. So it works out pretty well, whatever shape you decide. So in terms of maintenance, again, these come in this little bag. So I would just wash it. And so I wash it with soap and water, but you know, I was speaking to someone who uses crystals a lot, and she says that, you know, you don't really need to do it with the water and the soap, but I don't know, I feel better about doing it with soap. And I like pat it dry with a towel. You know, with crystals, they also talk about charging it during a full moon, like you'd leave it on your windowsill, and that sort of like re-energizes it. I think I'm gonna do that during the full moon. In another video, they talked about keeping it in a silk bag. So I mentioned that earlier. Silk is like antibacterial, so it kind of helps prevent any like, you know, grossness, especially if you're using this on your face. I have pretty sensitive skin. I have combination skin, and I want to make sure that this isn't gonna break me out. So I'm gonna link a couple demo videos in the description box, so you can go ahead and do that. One of them is from Asia Dang. She actually was using a jade Gua Sha tool, and in her video she compares it with the jade roller as well. She keeps her jade roller in the fridge, and I've seen a lot of people do that. I might do that as well, especially because you saw me do this under my eyes, and I'm sure that coolness will help with the depuffing. So this is just an initial review because I just got started. It's about the first week of January, and I started this a couple weeks ago. I think it's a really nice nightly ritual where you really just have to pause and be mindful of what you're doing during this process. I find it really hard to meditate, and it's something that I'm going to continue practicing. All right, thanks for watching, and I hope you found this useful. Give me a like if you did, and feel free to subscribe. I'm just getting started, so I'm really excited about all the content that I'm going to share with you. So let me know if there's anything else that you'd like to see. Thanks.